Hey guys, and welcome to a story time. Today we're going to be talking about college depression, and I'm going to admit to you right here at the very start that we're going to tell my story. But first, let me try to explain to you guys what college depression is. College depression is something that is on the rise. In fact, over 1,000 people a year kill themselves on a college campus. That's terribly sad. Thousands upon thousands of college students, it's estimated over 100,000 college students, feel sad, anxious, lonely, isolated, and overwhelmed, and they are having trouble functioning in their day-to-day lives. These types of intense feelings persist for a long time, and they have serious consequences. Being affected by college depression can lower your grades, make you miss out on big opportunities, experience physical health problems, and engage in risky activities. It even leads to suicide all too often. It's important to seek help right away. Most colleges have a counselor on campus you can go to. And if your college does not, then just talk to friends. You can call a suicide hotline at 1-800-273-TALK. I believe that's the United States one, but I'll make sure to leave in the comment section ones for other countries as well. 86.5% of college students feel overwhelmed. 67.3% of college students feel intense sadness. These are from a mental health survey. 63% feel intensely lonely. 61% feel overwhelmingly anxious. 51.7%, so 52, feel hopeless. And 40.6% feel overwhelming anger. Those are just the concrete facts on the mental health state in American colleges. So I was ashamed to tell this story, but I shouldn't be. This is an all too common story. And that's just the way it goes. So I guess I better tell my story. Before I tell my story, I should point out some of the reasons why people start to feel depressed in college. And these reasons vary, but they can include a big change in your life. You're now fully alone. You've never been fully alone before. You don't have your parent or guardian. You don't have anybody there for you. You are your own responsibility. You might have extreme schedule changes. You no longer have this particular set schedule. Your schedule is going to be different from day to day, and there's a lot of classwork, a lot of grades. You're literally, your future's riding on this. You have all these things stressing you out. College relationships are a big problem because you're trying to navigate and do all this other stuff, and then you put a relationship on top of it, and the stress and anxiety that can come from that. Social media also is shown to increase anxiety amongst college students. And a lot of college students even feel that they are not living up to the high expectations that the school or their parents or somebody else or themselves have, or that they have. So it's a lot of stressors. But and honestly, I can admit that I think I might have felt all of those when I started getting depressed in college. Okay, so let's start at the beginning of the school year. At the beginning of the school year, I was told by one of my high school teachers that she got terrible college depression because she didn't have any friends and she was not the most social person. She was like, well, it's going to be a big change in college. You're not going to have all these cliques or anything to fall back on, so you're not going to have the friend connections you have now. You're going to be feeling isolated, which is going to lead to some depression if you're not careful. So I went in there with a mindset thinking, oh my God, I don't know anybody. I don't have any friends. I don't know what to do. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I was like, I was so stressed. But that's okay. It's just, I was stressed going in. On my first day, me and my roommate had talked over the summer a couple times, and we had become pretty good friends, I'd say. The first week of school, we were great friends. We became less great friends as time passed, but we started out as the best of friends. And that was enough for me back then. On the third day of school, however, I know I said we were friends for a week, but this is kind of the decline of our friendship. I was starting an exercise club, a group of people that we were just, exercise together to stay fit and healthy. This is prior to me joining the ROTC, but I wanted to keep up my fitness from high school, so I was like, better do this. And I had the club started and organized, and then another member of the group took over the club behind my back and then removed me from my own club. For no reason at all. I still don't understand why they would do that, but that's what they did. And Solomon, or my roommate at the time, uh, chose to stay in the club, and I was isolated. Luckily, I had met a kid named Cheyenne and a kid named John who became my close friends. And those two, I had a crush on Cheyenne back then. I was thinking Cheyenne had a crush on me too, and I was like, yeah, I'm doing good at the beginning of the school year. Like, this is going great. I'm about to have a girlfriend. Life's looking sharp. And then Cheyenne told me that she liked my friend John. I was like, ah. But John had told me a little bit prior that he liked Cheyenne, so I was like, okay, at least my friends like each other. Like, I might not be the happiest person at this moment, but I'm glad they're gonna be happy. And I was content with that. It was at that point when I was getting a little worried. They were hanging out with each other more than me now, and I didn't have any other friends really. I didn't know anybody else. I knew the other people I knew didn't ever really talk to me and they didn't really hang out with me, so I was figuring out what to do. I was like, what do I do? So I joined an online dating website called Tinder. I joined Tinder, and I regretted it. Not right away, but I ended up regretting it. I was doing great. I had my age group from 18 till the age of 24, I think, and set to within 30 miles of my area. And I had like 2,500 matches in 2 weeks, and I decided to, start dating one of the people. And at the time, I thought she was the best girlfriend I could have. I was like, everything's going to work out. John and Cheyenne got each other, and I got her, and it was great. And my grades were good, and I was healthy, physically healthy, and emotionally healthy. And things started going downhill. There was this one kid, they were creepily following me around, and I made a joke. I was on the phone with my friend Austin at the time. I was like, here, we'll just hold R2D2. I was like, yeah, yeah, I hate my life. Just a casual joke like that. And the person was annoyed with me because they were creepily following me around, and it was annoying me at that point. So I was like, you gotta stop following me. So then they called Campus Life and said, oh, they said they hate their life, they're gonna kill themselves. And I was like, whoa. I did not say that. I said I hate my life as a joke on a phone call to somebody else. But this psychopath reported me to Campus Life. So I went to McDonald's, I got some food, and came back to my dorm room. And the cops are there. They're like, hey, did you say you were going to kill yourself? And I was like, you must be the wrong room. I'm a little worried for whoever said that, though. Like, I wish I could help. And they're like, okay, I guess it wasn't you. And then they came back and they were like, yeah, this is the room number. It's you. I was taken aback. I was like, I certainly didn't say that. What's up? And apparently the kid had gotten a little over dramatic about a joke on a phone call that wasn't even related to them, and I even laughed after it to emphasize that it was a joke. But whatever. Anyway, so that happened, and that was very stressful for me. Like, I thought it was over. I was like, all these people think I'm unstable now. Like, they're gonna think I'm crazy. They're gonna think I'm crazy. Luckily, that situation resolved itself. Only the RA that night thought I was crazy for a little while, but promise you I'm not. I wasn't even depressed at that point. I had gotten a little sick first semester, which was weird because I never got sick into college, but I guess all the new germs and stuff were getting exposed. I was getting exposed to these new germs and stuff that were on campus or something. I don't know. Anyway, I got sick and I missed some class. You're only allowed to miss 3 days without getting kicked out of class. Those include sick days. So I missed 2 days and I was already so stressed and I was behind. My teachers were making sure to know I was behind. I got caught up. I did get caught up. I got caught up fast and I got caught up efficiently. But yeah, it's kind of what happened. And then a little while after that, I was struggling in this one class called Music Appreciation. It was the only class I was struggling in at that moment. And it's because it's a gen ed requirement. I had to take an arts class, and I'm terrible at the arts. But my girlfriend at the time she was great at the arts, and she was teaching me about it, or she was teaching me what to do and what everything was. But honestly, until I broke up with her, I was doing terrible in the class. Whatever she was telling me was wrong. She was terrible at what she was doing. So I should never relied on her for that in the first place. But anyway, I found out she was cheating on me with all these other people from Tinder, and that she was just not a great person. And she's told me all these things. Like I told her a bunch of stuff about myself. She was trying to use them against me. She told me I should go, myself. She told me to kill myself. And at that point, I was heartbroken. I was sad. I was depressed. I thought I was letting everybody down. I was looking at my music appreciation grade, and I was like, "That's a terrible grade." At that point, it was like a 76 or something, very low. And for a little while, I was seriously depressed. My friends' lives weren't going any better. Cheyenne and John had broken up a little while after I lost my relationship, and terrible things were said, and I went down from that friend group to just having Cheyenne for a little while there. That's all I had, but that was enough. Like she kept me going. I found another friend, Isaiah, who also helped me going, but without them, I probably wouldn't be here, and I definitely wouldn't have ended up where I am right now. So the teacher's advice was actually right. Find you a friend group. Find you a support system and talk to your school counselor, talk to your teachers, talk to people you can trust and give you good advice. That's how you get out of the depression, because that depressive state was bringing me down. My grades were going down with it. The toxic relationship I was in was helping me. And once I cut those things out of my life and focused on what I needed to focus on, I was doing much better. So, look for the good ones when you get to college, and if some things or someone's bringing you down, just, I hate to say it, but just cut that person from your life for the time being. But yeah, I'll let you know that the story does have a happy ending. I'm entering into my school's honor society. Potentially, they've looked at me. I'm on the presidential honor list for both semesters. I got my grades up, even the music one. So, and my friend group might only be a strong 2 people in it, and then the rest are acquaintances, but they're real ones. So find you the real ones, find people to talk to, and be careful who you trust. See you guys in the next one. If you guys are going through anything, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'm here for you. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.